loves. Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Spiritual Messages from a Star. I'm sorry in the background. My boyfriend is acting a little crazy. He's a little retarded, so it's okay. But anyway, we are about to I do it every now and then, celebrity readings. And today we are doing Ariana Grande. Me and my husband do reaction videos off of YouTube. So I will put the link in so that way you can see the page also. But we just did a reaction video off of Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber, and I loved it. So I just wanted to just see what's going on a little bit with her. Okay, so thank you for staying tuned. Hello everyone out there. I hope y'all are being safe and very responsible. Mother's Day just passed, so all the mothers that are watching this, I pray that you had a blessed weekend and it's still going on, that you're still getting pampered and loved. Okay, so let's go with Ariana Grande. Let's see what's going on with her. Okay. Let's see. I see there was deception, lies, trickery, cheating, and a lack of conscience. Oh man, I'm sorry. I just had someone in the background. I see there was underhanded behavior, theft, burglary, fraud, dodgy deals, general lack of conscience, escaping detection and getting away with something. It talks about some short-term sorrows that put her in an unstable situation. And it also talks about here misfortune, grief, ruin. Something came to a tragic ending. And all this cast a shadow all around her. All this casted some type of shadow. This misfortune. It was a lot of negative emotions associated with unfortunate events that happened in her life. These emotions really wore on her. She had fear, worry, sadness, tears, disappointment, depression, and grief. Hang-ups and fears that blocked her from reaching her goals. It was a lot of obsessiveness or compulsive behavior, secrets, mysteries, lies, suspicions, deception, criminal activity, betrayal. Wow. And it's all this is like a large body of water. It's like a large body of dark water. It's like you're in the ocean and it's dark, and you're in the middle of the ocean and it's just dark, and it's just like I don't know which way to go, where to turn. It's like she's by herself and she was lost. She didn't know which way to go, and all these emotions kept her stagnant because she didn't know which way to go. Okay. Let's get more into this. Let's see what else was going on. Now, this could be her past. This could be what's going on now. Past, present, or future. Because I'm doing a reading on her, I cannot say what's past, present, or future, but this is all in her life. This is what's going on, or what had been going on. Something in the professional world. It talks about her professional and material life. Some type of job position or a mission. Something was important that dealt with finances, like her income, her financial income. And then it talks about a jealous, this queen of diamonds right here. A jealous and a wicked, this person, this queen of diamond, she was jealous. She was jealous of Mrs. Grande. She was jealous of her. And she was wicked. And she was promiscuous. She was your enemy, Ariana Grande. She was your enemy. She was very talkative. Very talkative. And she was a skilled manipulator of men. And she wanted to steal your lover. So I don't know if she tried to steal your lover in the past, or she attempted that and it was accomplished, or what happened. But this woman was wicked, evil, very promiscuous. She knew how to manipulate men, and she was jealous of you, and she wanted to steal your man. All that from those little bit cards. Okay, let's see. And lastly, it talks about, so this sounds like the past. Because I see you coming into a state of well-being, and you having a peace of mind. And you're starting to have like great spiritual satisfaction. And you come into a period of prosperity. This is like a good omen card, the Ace of Clubs. And this brings down anything negative that try to come your way. It brings it down, because now you have peace, a peace of mind. Because you are the type, Ariana Grande, you are the type to have many different suitors, have many different lovers, until you find that right one. It's like you're looking for love, you want love, but you will have many different lovers before you settle down with just one, because this person has to really have your heart and really be the checklist of who you want before you settle down. And even in your loneliness, if you don't even have a significant other, you will, just to not be alone, you will have someone around you. I'm just reading the cards. That's what it says. It also talks about some type of positive change. Some positive changes, and they're small. They could be in business. They could be in business or just accomplishments in your life, but it's small changes that brings you small successes in your life. This could be as small as meeting someone new, or getting a pay increase. Yeah, these type of small changes. And it's talking about you're fighting. You're fighting through tough times, but you're fighting through tough times, and you're midway through the battle. You're not at the beginning of the battle, and you're not at the end of the battle. You're in the middle, and you're fighting through, because you've been through a major tough time in your life, but you're midway through the battle. You're midway through the battle. Okay, then when you receive the three of clubs. Three of clubs. I also see in the past you were losing confidence. You was losing confidence, or losing some type of breakthrough. And you thought the bond was solid. It seemed solid to you, this bond, but it wasn't. And you lost confidence. I see you having like some type of form of resentment. Like some type of form of resentment was like, it was so bad, this breakup, or this betrayal or deception and these lies. It was so bad that you resented this person. And you had sadness. There was sadness with this breakup. You had severe sadness with this breakup. And Spirit is saying that you need or need it to take some time, some distance with someone, whoever this was, in order to build a fresh new start. And then you end up having some type of emotional detachment. Like your emotions, it was just so much. It was your emotions was detached from this person because of betrayal. It says it right here, because of betrayal. And this breakup caused you severe sadness. The last card that I received was the 8 of Clubs. And it's talking about your professional world. It's talking about professional success. Despite whatever difficulties you went through, it's professional success that's coming your way if it hasn't already. And once again, you're finally in a state of well-being. You finally have a peace of mind. But it's giving you a warning. It's telling you to be aware of certain people that try to influence you in your professional career. So be careful and mindful of that. Yeah, they're going to try to influence you on your professional career. This could be the envious and jealous people around you that out for betrayal. Who knows? But just be aware of that. Because Spirit would not brought that up if that wasn't serious for you. Okay, in a brief preview of your reading, going a little deeper, it talks about endings. Something has ended. And what has ended is this mental breakdown. You had a mental breakdown and something has ended. And it's like, I'm done. And it says the only way is up. It's like you started at ground zero. You went to new beginnings and you went to endings. With this ending, you started at ground zero, and the only way was up because you was already at your lowest point. Then it talks about you having nightmares. And there was repetitive. And you was all in your head, all in your thoughts with these problems you were having, these issues you were having. And it says it caused you anxiety. You was having anxiety and you was having depression from these thoughts and these repeated nightmares. But you ended up, it was someone that you could turn to. Someone you could turn to, and they offered you emotional support. They offered you a listening ear. But even though this person did that and they was there for you and for this listening ear and someone you trusted, this person still had some undercurrents, some dark undercurrents with them. And I see it's a female that you went to talk to. It's talk about a female you went to, like someone that offered you support. But she has problems of her own too. But she is there, to listen, to give you this emotional support. Once again, it talks about a kindly counselor. So it's this woman that gives wise advice. She gave you or gives you wise advice based on their own experience. And this person could be a possible alcoholic or some type of addict. But they're giving you wise advice based on their experience. And I see some type of you receiving help. Something about somebody supporting you or offering you something, or even something about charity also. But I see you receiving help from an outside source. But while you trying to get this help or waiting on this help or before this help comes, I see you guarding your resources. You're guarding all your resources, and you get to the point where you're not even socializing with other people. It's like you're holding yourself apart from society, and you're guarding your resources real tight. And then you come to understand that being in solitude, being alone, is fine. That you're fine with this. You're content. You end up being content and fulfilled with this. Something in your solitude, you end up having contentment and peace and well-being, like a peace of mind. Then it talks about family and love. And it's like it's like you have the family and you have the love, and it feels like your emotions, because it's like an achievement that you made, and it's at its highest peak. Its highest peak. And it comes to talk about a mutual attraction. You find someone sexy and they find you sexy, whatever. It's like, it's emotional attraction, and a mutual attraction, because both of you find each other beautiful, sexy, gorgeous. But it starts off from a friendship. So this friendship turns into a mutual attraction, which turns itself into love. And it talks about social gatherings, still talk about family inheritance, family business, something deal with family. And then you move on. Like it's you to the point where it's like you leaving your baggage behind, the past behind, because now that you have solitude, you have peace in yourself, you guard your resources, you have this person to talk to. It's like no longer having these nightmares and this sadness and grief. It's like it's time to move on. Like you're saying in your head, it's time to move on, and I can see you pushing yourself. You pushing yourself because it was hard to move on. But now you're starting to move on. It's like, okay, this is it. And I see you moving on. You're changing your direction, and you putting the past behind you. And then comes celebration. You're celebrating something. It's like a big bash, some type of party, a celebration. And then after this celebration, I can see that you're resting. You're resting and you're looking back, because now it's like you're pausing, because now you're looking at where you're at now and where you come from. You get to that point where, okay, like, oh my gosh, look how far I have came. Look at how much I achieved. And it talks about success. It says success, victory, good exam results. I don't know if you had to take a test or you were studying for something or like a part or whatever, but it's saying good exam results, and it's success and victory. And you're celebrating. Because something changes in your home. Something changes in your home life, your household. Your household situation is improving, either through some type of move that you make or a healthy change in the occupants. So however that resonates for you. Okay, and then the last card, the last of your reading. There we go, moving on. Changing direction, moving on. You're moving on. And you went through obstacles and challenges, and it was hard. It was hard for you, but you went through these obstacles and challenges, but you finally took that leap. You finally took that move, because you finally stood your ground. You finally stood your ground. And you found the power in yourself to stand your ground. And this wasn't easy for you. But you finally stood your ground, because you end up getting spiritual strength from somewhere. Like I said, you had lack of motivation and solitude. You was away from society. You wasn't socializing much, if you were socializing at all. But you found spiritual strength, and you gained that spiritual strength. And I know that because it was in your sacral chakra and your solar chakra. These two had came out. And it has to do with your earthly issues, things that you was going through, tough times in your earthly issues. You're finally getting over that. This became unblocked. Even in your solar plexus, that have to do with your emotions and your desires and your creativity, all that became unblocked. Because this was blocked in the beginning. This became unblocked. And once that became unblocked, you end up headed straight towards foundation and achievements, which is your wishes, your home, which it talks about your home here. It says your home life is going to change. So something in your home changed. Maybe somebody moved in, or you finally have the family, or you move in, or something. But something about the home instability that you finally have, because it's a wish. This is a wish that you have made. This is a wish right here, the light. This is a wish that you made. And now this wish is coming to pass for foundations and achievements. Because it talks about you end up being, in the end, it shows that you're enthusiastic about something. Like the enthusiasm comes back, and you start to explore. You go like an exploration, like you explore and you discover something. And it's like you're free. You're finally free in your spirit, because your spirit was weighed down at one time. Now you're free in your spirit. And it talks about you lacking direction. You had a lack of direction in your life. You didn't know which way to go. You were being pessimistic. Like you couldn't make up your mind. Like everything that was going on around you, it was like so hard to see clearly through anything, because you didn't know which way to go, because you was all in your thoughts. And it talks about setbacks. You had setbacks to new ideas. There were setbacks to any ideas that you had. There were setbacks for this, because you was pessimistic, and there was lack of direction. But then it talks about, now this could be you or the other person, but it talks about a natural born leader, and it sounds like you. From your reading, it sounds like you, like a natural born leader, someone that has a vision, like a visionary, and an entrepreneur. It sounds like Spirit is talking about you here. But at times you can be impulsive. You can be hasty. You can be ruthless. And you do all this because you have high expectations of certain things that you want in your life, and how you want things to be played out in your life. And you go and sometimes with these high expectations, you can be impulsive because you want it so bad, or you can be hasty without thinking about it. And it's saying that you had to make some type of preparation because you had poor sight. Like you couldn't see the vision clearly. Like you was good with the big picture, but the little details to get there, you wasn't. And once again, it talks about lack of foresight, poor sight, lack of foresight, lack of direction. It was, like I said, you was stagnant, sweetheart. And you had a lot of delays in your life. There was a lot of delays in your life. And a lot of these delays was caused by betrayal, deception, being the victim of someone else's secrets, manipulation. Because there were wolves in sheep's clothing all around you. Like I said, this promiscuous woman that manipulates men and wants to steal your man and jealous of you. Wolves in sheep clothing. Now, I don't know if that was one or you had a lot more, but I know that was one. But I can see a lot of people that was in sheep's clothing, like wolves around you, because it was envious. It's saying to work smarter, not harder. And it's saying to not believe anything without asking a few questions. But in the end of your reading, to get to this foundations and achievements, it's saying that you had to face some major dilemmas in your life. Some major dilemmas. Some major crossroads you had to go through to learn some huge lessons. And it's telling you to avoid making any major decisions, because I see, like I said, you was do stuff on impulse, and you go in haste. And it's telling you to avoid making any major decisions until you finally have a solid and clear plan where don't lack foresight, because now you see the vision ahead, and you're being creative now, and these delays are no longer happening, because now you have finally moved on, and your chakras aren't blocked, and now you can get whatever you wish for, whatever you manifested. That's what it's saying here. And that you need to find a balance. And once you find this balance, what comes into you, sweetheart, is this attraction. And that's what we talked about, the mutual attraction that starts from friends and ends up in love. Because I see like a perfect union. There's a perfect union, harmony, love. A strong relationship is coming to you. A spiritual connection is coming to you. Wow. So it looks like everything is going to work itself out if it hasn't already. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do a little read up on you, because I don't do that before I do my clients or celebrity readings or whatever. I rather let the messages work, the cards work, and you get the messages out of that, and then I'll check later to see what goes on. But once this is unblocked, sweetheart, this foundation and achievement, foundation achievement is there. It's right here. It's right here for you, sweetheart, and it's something to do with your home. Your whole home life is going to change. So I thank you for staying tuned and being in tune with the spiritual messages from a star. Thank you for being a part of the Ariana Grande celebrity reading for today. And just comment below, just to maybe it's something that you know why she went through certain things, or who or how. I would love to know, the little gossip area. But yes, but definitely comment below, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe to my page, and if you comment, please, I hope you already subscribed, because I subscribe back to you. Please hit notification bell somewhere over here. You will see it, the notification bell. And please like and share. So I will see you soon, and I thank you so much. Have a blessed day.